What is up, guys? BT back here again with another review. Well, this isn't quite a review. I'm doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to be talking to you guys about the Jaybird X3 hype. Now, these are coming out soon. I've looked on Twitter, I've looked everywhere. There's no real release date except for Q2, and as you know, Q2 is about to has ended. It's ended, so they're not out yet. And we're kind of leaving the consumers wondering why. Why aren't they out yet? They were promised to us. We need them. But I think this is just marketing. I mean, the Jaybird Freedoms just came out, so they're most likely trying to time their releases so that people will either go with the Freedoms or whatever the case may be. Now, with that being said, I noticed the Jaybird X2s dropped in price, so you can get them for around 100. If you don't see them for around 100, wait a little bit. They kind of go up and down in price, or they have been recently. So keep a lookout for that. Don't pay 150 for them at this point, especially with the Jaybird X3s coming out. But what I can do is I can say that the Jaybird X2s are really good. Now, I did a review on them in the past, and they were one of my favorite wireless headphones ever. And going from, I had the X's and then I had the X2s, and going from the X to X2s, there wasn't much of a difference. The Bluetooth was a little bit better. They updated that. The sound, the size, everything was pretty much the same. They just did a little different coloring on these. So what I can say is I really like the way these fit. Now, I did a review on the Jaybird Freedoms, which I'll link below. And I also did a comparison on the Jaybirds Freedoms versus the new Bose wireless. And what I can say is that I really thought with the old X2s, these were like plugs coming out of your ear. I'll show you right now. They're like plugs coming out of your ear. They stick out. With that comes maybe rubbing or bumping. And that was my main gripe. So I was like, oh, they need to make them smaller. They really do. They need to make these smaller so that they're not so uncomfortable. But when I got the Freedoms, it was almost too much. They took too much. It was like they were too small so that they would fall out of your ear. With these, they're a little bit on the bigger side. As you see, they're a little bit on the bigger side. Right? So this size helps keep them into your ear. And I kind of took that for granted. Sometimes we take things for granted and we like to complain about everything, but the size of these actually holds them in your ear. Like it was so weird. And I came back to these after the Freedoms, and I was like, why did these stay in versus the smaller Freedoms? I would assume since they're smaller, they would fit deeper into my ear, but that's not the case. The same tips that they use on these, I'm pretty sure they fit onto the Freedoms. So the canal, this little canal part right here, this part right here, it's pretty much the same as the Jaybird Freedoms. Right? So that little part is going into your ear, but you have that added size to kind of keep them into your ear. And what I found is I didn't know that my ear tips were the large ones until I tried them with the Freedoms. And I went back and I put the Jaybird X2 large ones back on, and these are mind-blowing. They stay in my ear, they isolate sound. This is perfect. I never thought that my ears were the large tips, but they are. If you guys are having problems with the X2s, try going up a size in the silicone and see if that doesn't get a better fit for you. And I get an amazing seal. I get so much sound isolation with these, and it's really great. So with the X3s, I kind of want to tie these X2s into the X3s. So with that being said, I do think they should decrease the size just a little bit, maybe like on this back end part, from the part that's sticking out of your ear. So this part, but I really think they should keep this part the same, maybe like cut this off maybe a little bit, just to you know, cut down the size, maybe rubbing or bumping, but otherwise I feel like the size is perfect. And looking at the box, which I will show right now, I don't know if this is a concept or what the actual box will be, but it looks like they did cut down the size a little bit, so I'm hoping that that's the case. If they don't, I mean, it wouldn't be the worst thing, but it's just the little things, maybe a little increment this year on the Jaybird X3s. Alright, now one thing I do feel like they need to work on with the Jaybird X3s is the mic. Now the mic on the X2s, it sounds very tinny. You can hear yourself talking back, and when I hear myself, I sound like a robot. Now they with the Jaybird X Freedoms, they really fixed this problem, and I really commend them on that. People couldn't tell that I was even on headphones. They thought I was just, like, had the phone up to my face. So really great job on that, Jaybird. So bring that over to the X3s for sure. And of course, I love this wire. This wire, I don't know what the material is, but it really like stays off the back of your neck. When I sweat and stuff, it doesn't get caught up like it would with the Powerbeats 2s. So that is one thing that I really like. Now let's talk about the battery life. The battery life is roughly around, honestly they say 8 hours, but when I have the volume like up max trying to isolate out sounds at the gym, they last me for about 4 to 6 hours. I'm going to be very broad. 4 to 6 hours depending on, you know, sometimes I lower my music, increase my music depending on the song and what I'm feeling at the time. But when I'm in my office, these will last the whole 9 to 5 on a medium volume, and that's all you need in like a quieter place. But you know, going to those higher volumes, I want to see a company really push the envelope and really get that, really like solidify that 8 hours and really just surprise us and be like, look, there's no questions, this is 8 hours, these have 8 hours of sound. That's one thing that I really want to see with the X3s. Other than that, I mean, we talked about the fit. I think the fit on the X2s is great. You know, they're going to keep the wing design, their patented wing design. Yeah, so they made these wings a little bit softer at the tip right here. So that makes things a lot better when they're in your ear and a lot more comfortable. So that's something that I really commend them on. So Jaybird, keep up the great work. I've never had the Jaybird X2s break on me. I know a lot of people that have been sweating have been complaining about the Bose. So, hey Jaybird, this is your time to take back the crown and from Bose. And really, the sound on these, they're up there with the Freedoms. They're up there with the Bose SoundSport. You know, and with that app, I just feel like it's gonna take these X2s to the next level. I just want to see, like, maybe like, if you can, Jaybird, please, just a little bit more changes to the maybe housing, just to keep them from sticking out so much, and just an upgraded mic, and you're gonna have a winner. They're gonna be an amazing headphones, the X3. So this has just been a revisit on the X2, saying what I like, because I know a lot of people are like, you know, Brandon, you don't like in-ear headphones. I love in-ear headphones. I love them. I honestly do. They isolate so much better than the ones that sit outside your ear, like the Bose, you know, and I prefer that. So with that being said, the X2s were great in my opinion, and I think the X3s, if everything goes according to plan like we think it should, they should be the top dog on the market. Come on, Jaybird. I know you can do it. This has been a revisit on the X2s. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope you guys are as hyped as I am for these X3s that are coming out. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for all the support, all the great comments that you guys have been leaving. And if you like this video, don't forget to leave a like down below. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys very much. I'll see you later.